Alright, we are trying this again because apparently my neighbors just want to be real loud today. Welcome to another video. You are here with me on my balcony today because it feels so nice outside, but the birds are chirping really loud. I'm just gonna go with whatever's gonna happen this time because every time there just seem to be more and more distractions that keep happening and loud noises, which I guess is what I get for filming outside, but I wanted to film this video. So obviously, you've seen from the title, this is not gonna be a cover today. This is gonna be another sit-down video, but not a Tinder stories video. Haven't had another one of those come up yet. It is on the subject of dating though. And this one, if you can tell by the title, is about a topic that's been prevalent in my life for most of it. And that is why dating is so hard for me. And like, I know it's different for everyone else, and like a lot of people that are watching this might be able to resonate with it. And if you do, just like give this a like or tell me in the comments. But yeah, so it all started growing up. Like, I'm from a Christian family, and you know, in the Bible they always talk about like your soulmate, and like God's gonna bring you your soulmate, and that it's just his timing, and that he has a plan. He's gonna bring someone into your life. It's gonna be perfect. And so that, I mean, I guess that started out like giving me the wrong idea in my head, because in my head I was like, oh, the guy's just gonna come to me, like I'm gonna know on the spot. But that's not it. And I haven't really dated that much. Like, the longest I think I've dated was, well, had elementary school boyfriends, and that was like 2 years. Middle school, I dated a guy for 2 months. But like most of my relationships in school were like, it was real embarrassing, 3 days. So yeah, but here's the problem. I tend to go after guys that are way out of my league. Like, I know that I'm not gonna be able, I mean, not gonna be able to date them, but like, they're probably not interested in me. But for some reason, my brain's like, yes, that is the person you want to be with, is somebody who definitely doesn't like you the same way you like them, or like you guys have nothing in common. But yeah, so actually let me reverse all of this, because I think it actually started growing up with my mom and my dad. Hold on, let me pause real quick because loud noises again. Give me a sec. Alright, and we're back because the noisy neighbor's car decided to finally leave. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So, oh yeah, my parents. This is nothing against either one of them because they're still great people. But growing up, my dad was always like, you know, he's affectionate. Like, he's the one that's always there to say like, I love you. He'll give you hugs. Like, you know, he's very affectionate. My mom, on the other hand, she's not the touchy-feely type. Like, I can think back to several times when like I would get too clingy and she would say, back up for me, like, please get off me, don't touch me. She wasn't about hugs. And I think that like stuck in my brain, and part of me was like, yeah, no, like just back up off me. So it took me until like a few years ago to even like be comfortable with like people that I wasn't as close to hugging me, and even the people that I'm close to, like, I don't know, like, it's not as bad now, but growing up, I guess I saw that and was like, nope, not gonna happen. But yeah, so skip forward to, you know, elementary school. There were like relationships. Middle school, it was like, I don't want to say I was bullied, because that I think is too strong of a term, because I wasn't really bullied. I got along with just about everybody, but there were a few cases that I remember, like one guy was apparently dared to date me for 3 days and be my boyfriend, and then one time, like, a couple of the popular guys decided they were gonna like play this mean joke on me to make me think that like another one of the popular guys like really liked me or like asked me out, and I just remember I was devastated. Which, looking back at it now, like, I don't know why I was so naive, but whatever. But yeah, then getting into high school, I don't know. I had one guy that I dated, and that was the last, like, official boyfriend I had. And once again, 3 days, and then he broke up with me because I'm not the kind to like put it all out there. Like, yes, when I'm in a relationship, I'll hug you, like cuddle, kiss, whatever. Like, I'm a little bit more affectionate, but it's not like, you know, I'm one of these that's gonna be like, yeah, let me just give you all of this, like, and as a teenager, you know, you have hormones. I wasn't meeting those needs that he apparently had, so he broke up with me through a note, and then, you know, a couple days later started dating my friend, but, you know, that's beside the point. So yeah, and then, I don't know, it was the thing again where, like, every guy that I liked was always out of my league, and I would either get friend zoned so hard, or, like, their friend would like me, and I'd be like, but I like him, not you, I'm sorry. And I also, like, I toned down a lot. I was like the shy, nerdy kid, but also I was like overweight, and I was more tomboyish than anything, and so I was like, you know, still to this day, I don't really wear dresses. I used to hate the color pink, and like, yeah, I wasn't super confident in myself, and I think, like I said, as I got older, that definitely affected me, and affected how I saw myself. And like, another thing too is I've always been more developed physically than other girls my age, and so it used to be a problem when I was younger. Like, I was so self-conscious about it. Like, I wouldn't wear anything that was like form-fitting, because I was like, I don't want people staring at me, and like that's all they wanted me for. So I would wear oversized sweatshirts and hoodies, and yeah, my clothes just were so baggy, and I didn't realize it at the time. But I remember this one time that I was working at this grocery store, which I won't say where it is, but there were a couple of times that like somebody would come in and like, because the shirt was not as forgiving, and also being more developed than the other girls, I had people like asking me if I was pregnant, and I was only like 19, 20 at the time, I think. And it kind of wrecked my self-esteem, because I was like, wow, do I like need to start working out or something? Like, that's really rude. So yeah, I think part of that carried on. And then getting up into college is when I started losing more weight, which at the time I thought it was healthy, but after having some conversations with a friend and looking back, I somehow accidentally talked myself into having an eating disorder. Like, I just would stop eating as many meals, and I wasn't going to the gym or anything, so it's not like that was the thing. But I was just like, oh no, it's because I went overseas and like I cut out dairy for an entire month, and like that's why my not my immune system, but my digestive system is like this. And like, you know, I liked the attention that I was getting by people being like, yeah, you look good, like what happened, like, are you losing weight? And I also started getting more attention from guys, like even guys in the past who wouldn't even look twice at me. And I was just like, oh yeah, I don't really know why I'm losing all this weight, but like I'm not complaining. And once again, it's the thing of, I liked guys that were too out of my league, and then the second that they like start showing me any attention, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? There was the last, like, it wasn't even a relationship, but like we had dated in elementary school, and then like when he moved away the beginning of middle school, we still kind of kept in well, like we lost touch for a few years and then got back in contact with each other in high school and would like talk like once a year or something. And at the time I was like, okay, just friends. And then, like I said, college was when I started getting more attention because I was like slimming down and stuff, and I was actually like dressing like how I should. And I was like, okay, so now this guy's like paying me attention. Like, yeah, I can't let this go. So it was a very unhealthy, manipulative relationship, fling, I don't know what it was, but he made me feel good in the moment about myself, but then wouldn't commit or like mention to anybody in public that we were kind of together, like unofficially, but we were almost exclusive. Like, we saw each other almost every day that summer. And so, yeah, but stuff like that kept happening. And I'm not going to go into like full detail, but if you want the story on that, I've explained it before, but I can do another video, just let me know. But yeah, so then there was that, and then after I broke that off, I have a friend, and like at the time we both like definitely liked each other. Like there was no denying it. And that was another one of those, like, obviously he's a good guy, but I got rejected again because I got friend zoned. And then that just kept happening. Like, in my brain, I was like, oh, yeah, so like, if it's not XYZ I should be looking for, it should be my best friend. Like, yeah, that totally makes sense. And when that didn't, work out so well, I was like, well, maybe it's this. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe it was that. And I kept making these excuses. And even when I got to the point where, like, I finally started doing Tinder and other, like, online dating things, I would, like, start talking to someone and start messaging them, and the second they said, hey, let's meet up, or they would like start giving me compliments, I would just start getting super uneasy about it and be like, actually no, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work out. And like, I think it has something to do with, going through all the rejection and the like surface level attraction and attention, and from my past, that I'm just like, no, that you're getting too close. But then there's also the other side. Once again, no shade to my family, but everyone, when I go home, they're like, oh, you're 27 and like you haven't really dated, you're still single, like why is that? You should, God's gonna bring you somebody. You just have to wait for the right time. And I remember back in college, like my grandma would be like, oh yeah, she's not dating because she's waiting until she graduates and gets a good job before she like settles down. And then like I graduated and it was like, oh, she's just super picky, like that's why. And in my head I'm like, no, dog, like that's not it. It's just I haven't found anybody because there's nobody that's like come close to what I pictured in my head, which is maybe unrealistic. I don't even know. But like I always went after the guys that like I said, they were not, they were super like, or no. Yeah, they were super out of my league. Like, here is where I am, and like these guys were just like up here, like the pretty boys, the boys who like worked out, the ones that like all the girls wanted. Yeah, just unrealistic for like someone like me who's like down to earth, chill, very sarcastic, like music nerd, and I don't know, it's those kind of things that I'm like, maybe that's what's missing, but it's hard. Hold on a second, I'll finish the story. Nah, screw it. I've been babbling on so long, I don't even care if the neighbors hear me anymore. Yeah, back to what I was saying. yeah, so it's not like dating hardships that I've had, it's just things in my past have like combined together to just like mess with my mental psyche. And I've gained these like commitment issues and trust issues and just like insecurities about myself that like I probably shouldn't. Like, I'm definitely not like someone who's like not confident, because like, trust me, I have come to learn who I am, and like, I like how I look, I like how I dress, I like who I am as a person. Um, but like when it comes to dating, I think all the pressures of like seeing even people who are younger than me, like dating, engaged, married, having kids already, and that's something that I want and that like I've always wanted, like not even from the like perfect Christian family standpoint, but from the standpoint of just like, I don't know, I don't really share like the romantic side of myself too often, and I think it's become more apparent the older I get. And like in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting closer and closer to the age that like, what if I never get married? What if there's like that chance that I'm not able to have kids one day? And or like, yeah, I guess just seeing everyone around me, and like, I'm not the only single one like in my friend group. Like, I have tons of friends who are still single, and tons of like, well, I've got a few friends that like, you know, are in the same position as me, and like they haven't dated much, but I look at the ones who are like, you know, the cute one, and like the one who, you know, gets all the attention, but it's not like the bad kind of attention. It's like they're really good people and like they deserve it. And then in my brain, I'm like, well, why isn't that me? Even though like I shouldn't be comparing myself. And I don't know. I think at this point I'm just rambling and saying the same things, but yeah. I don't know. Does any of this make sense? Leave a comment, like this, let me know, because like at this point I'm just so scatterbrained that I'm like, is this just me? Am I being an idiot? Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling now. Like this video, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell notification. If there's any other videos you want to see, any covers you want to see, just let me know. And like I said, just let me know if I'm making any sense at all. Alright, well, this video is already 24 minutes long, so I'm gonna go. Happy social distancing, happy quarantining, and I hope that you have a great day, week, month, and hopefully all this will be over soon and we can get back to our normal lives. Alright, have a great day, guys. Peace.